and welcome to another video. And in this week's video, not only am I going to be clearing up fly tips, I'm also going to be highlighting the epidemic of Britain's fly tip problem. It's not just things like this which is the problem. There's been a big rise in like closed units or units being set to let, or just in between. What they're doing, they're cutting the locks off and just filling them up as fast as they can with fly tips. Not to the extent of the Oxfordshire one, but this is getting worse and worse. In my local area, within a 2.5–3 mile radius, I know there's at least 5 places being done at the moment, which I know. I'm going to have a little look around, I'm going to show you what's going on and show you how bad this actually is. It's getting scary. And when people come around and they say to you, yeah, I can do that for 150 quid, and someone else is telling you £300–400, that's the reason. They're loading up, they're going to these places, just filling them up and not caring about anyone else. That's that one clear. And let's wave goodbye for a second and go and take a look at this yard that has been filled up to the top with rubbish in Erith, Kent. This looks pretty bad, and unfortunately the owner of the land is actually liable to get rid of this. What do you reckon of this? Leave in the comments, and what do you reckon they should do to stop this?
So if you've been watching for a while, you will recognise this little river. The reason I'm stopped here, yep, you guessed it, more of these bad boys. Let's get these loaded.
So we've got some more of these. That one still got some more in it.
That was just a quick clean up.
So the reason I believe this crisis, this epidemic on fly tip is going on, even the council tips are charging you a lot of money. In fact, they're charging you a lot more than the tip I use. When you Google local refuse stations, 99.9% of the time it always brings up just the council tips. It doesn't show you the independent places. Well, when I've tried to do it myself, we're going to call Thames Road, which is Bexley's tip. Let's see what they charge per tonne there, and then we'll ring an independent company and see what they charge. If they have a phone number. Most of these things don't seem to have phone numbers, which is highly annoying. So, as I looked, cannot find any way of contacting the tip. Been on their website and I found their prices at even I wasn't expecting these prices. Mixed general rubbish, yeah, which is what I tip it as normally, £324, including VAT. That is just disgusting. £324. The average job is a tonne, really an average tonne. So that's an extra £124 per job I'd have to charge to use Bexley Council's own tip. So I've tried to contact Bexley Council, Bexley Gov website. Even I am shocked. Look at these prices. That is just disgusting. £324 a tonne. So now let's contact my tip and get their prices. So I'm currently using EnviroClear in Erith, this company here. So let's give them a call and see what they charge per tonne. And actually got a contact number to contact as well, just to ask the questions. Hiya, what are you charging a tonne on mixed waste at the moment?
On a tipper or a van?
Tipper.
165.
1.6 plus VAT. What does it work out with the VAT a ton if you don't?
190, I think. Let me just check. 198.
198. That's perfect. Thank you very much.
Right.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye. So £198 a ton. £198 for a private company. That's £126 a ton difference. That's average of one job. If you do 4 jobs a day, that's a lot of money. Now I can understand, like I'm getting an understanding of why this is happening. People don't know about this sort of stuff, and people need to learn. And I'm not telling people, like, I'm not saying it's okay for what's happening, but I can kind of see, like, not companies like me doing it, but when people are going to their local council where it should be cheaper and then getting charged them prices, it's just ridiculous. So the whole point of this video is just to show people, like, what is going on. That £126, that I'm shocked. And that's with the governing body where people are paying a council tax who should be helping them out. Like whenever you go to a government body, them sort of things are normally a lot cheaper than a private company. If a private company is £126 a tonne cheaper and still making a profit, how much do you reckon them council tips are making? This is literally a thing of rip off Britain. So, yep, I'm going to try and get Greenwich's prices up as well. Can't get a contact number for them. I'm going to have a look on their website, see if I can get a price for them as well. So, yeah, this is another reason. So, I'm on the Greenwich Borough website. And if I click, find a service to recycle or get rid of your business waste, page request cannot be found. This is the reason people are struggling as well. I've been looking on this website for about 20 minutes and it just keeps taking me around in circles. How to use service. Like, it's just going to say about collection. It doesn't say about disposing of it. If you're an existing customer, yeah. It's just ridiculous.
Some more of these gas bottles. The lovely Dartford Heath.
Nice, quick, easy one. On to the next one we go.
All nice and loaded.
I wonder where the rest is. So this is a bit of a weird one. I come past it the other day and there was one cushion sitting here. As I said, I'm not picking it up straight away because a couple of people said to me, it's the council's job, so I'll be leaving it. It's only been 2 days and miraculously there's a second cushion here. So I'm actually going to clear it today to make sure there's not a third one tomorrow. And hopefully me clearing this will stop it. I know people are going to say, it's only a couple of cushions. Cushions, sofas, anything like that come under pops now, and it's quite expensive to get rid of. So that little bit there is a lot more expensive than you think. Let's go on to the next one. All nice and clear.
A nice little headboard.
So I've been driving past this headboard for the last week and a half, seeing if Bexley Council's going to clear it. Obviously they haven't, so I'm going to clear it for them. And as easy as that, and as quick as that, it's gone.
And just like that, it's all loaded.
And it's not like I haven't seen Bexley Council around here. To be honest, I've seen about 10 trucks around here in the last 5 days, so it's been there a week and a half, which I've seen, so don't know why they couldn't have done it. Little old Liam will do it for them, I guess.
Another suitcase. And another bag of food.
Worse. It's Pardon? No, I'm videoing it. Yeah. I go around clearing up for the community, just video it and put it on YouTube. So, try and highlight how bad it's getting. It honestly wouldn't be a Saturday clean-up without a suitcase. This is getting ridiculous. It started off as a joke, but generally it's becoming a really bad reality. Every week I'm finding at least one suitcase. And like a bag of food as well. It's just disgusting. Oh. Carrot for the reindeers. Always put these tools away. Don't put them on the back of the truck, because I forget about them and then I tip them in the rubbish and then I have to buy it again. I've got a good little system now, loading this underneath here as well, which is really handy. Just like that, we're clear. A nice little dump here. If only you could smell this, you could work out what this is. This is cannabis clippings. The smell, as you can see, couple of sponges as well. Stick them in there. But I can guarantee you, the reason they fly tip this, they didn't want to get asked the awkward questions when they take it to a tip or ask someone to come and collect it. Obviously got a cannabis grow around here or something. On to the next we go. Nice and clear. But I can see I've got a slight problem. Stay at them lights. That looks so much better. More rubbish tipped. Looks like someone's emptied their work van here. She looks like someone's done up a kid's bedroom by some sort and just dumped everything here. Like you've got like window tint, blind, sort of kids' toys, and then the work jacket. Paint's got a little bit in it. Put these on the back so we don't make a mess. Stack these perfectly out the back so they don't fall over, split and put paint all over the road. On to the next we go. All nice and clear. Back here again, a mattress, well, two children's mattresses, And to make it worse is this drum of oil. It's full up, as you can see, and if that was to split, could you imagine what would happen? As you can see, it looks like someone's thrown one here before and it's leaked out. Can you believe the damage that is doing to our environment? To make it worse, a pair of women's knickers. Let's start with these mattresses and then we're going to go to the oil. It's just disgraceful. That's disgusting. And it looks here as well that there's been oil leaking here as well. Look at the state of it around here. Get this oil now. How big is it? It doesn't actually say on it. Say it's 25 litres anyway. 25 litres of oil. Let's get this loaded. Let's get this back door unlocked. So we're gonna have to make a bit of room for this oil. There goes a gap right there. Let's get this oil on it. Oil nice and secure. Could you imagine how much damage that oil would do if it leaked though? That would be so bad, and it's right next to a road, so if kids decided to chuck it when the road, it could end in a big accident. Let's go and see what else we can find, shall we? A couple of little bits on the side of the road. We'll grab this quickly. So this is another site, as you can see, where they clearly just cut the lock off and fill it up. So what they do is, they cut the lock off, cover all the vents up with tarpaulin, so you can't see what's going on in there, and they just fill it up. And when I say to you, this is on a main road, I mean this is literally on a main road. I am on a busy junction, Cholton. This ain't, you can see, busy. This is being done right under our noses. It's actually scary. It is a large amount of fly tip. This is not even a little bit. That road there, there's actually a rubbish tip there. This is large scale fly tipping. It's actually scary how much is here. Site number 3. Look at it. Look how bad this one is. And it's right next to the Blackwall Tunnel. The Blackwall Tunnel is literally over there. You've got a nightclub 338 there. I don't know about this one. This might have been filled, they've got security now. But yeah, look how bad all of that is. Just look how bad this is. The most worrying thing for me is you are in London and literally the O2 is there. It's literally a couple minute walk. How is this happening in one of the richest cities in the world? From Grime to the O2 in Greenwich and then to Canary Wharf. From wood to metal to pumpkins to fridges, you name it, it's in there. It makes me very sad to see things like this. it's coming more and more and more frequently. It's happening on the daily now. As I said, this is 3 sites. I know of another 2 which I ain't be able to get to, but that's not a little bit of thing, fly tip. And unfortunately, I would say that's probably private land, so whoever owns that land is stuck with a bill clearing it, and that's not going to be cheap. It's a bad place we're in at the moment, but tip prices going up and the council's charging what they want to charge. This is going to get worse, and more spaces, and this is going to happen more and more every day. And as I'm standing here, remember what I said in the last one about the tarpaulins? Tarpaulined it up here, more cable ties. It's just a harsh reality what we're living with now. Obviously, definitely tarpaulined it up to cover it up, so yeah, it's a shame. It's time to go home now. Yeah, I know. When people give you prices and you think that's expensive, someone else give me a lot cheaper quote. That is the reason they're giving you a cheaper quote. It's not we're trying to take the mick. We generally have to charge them prices because it's very expensive to get rid of rubbish, and that explains exactly why it's that expensive. On that note, I'm going to end this video here. Do you think England has a terrible epidemic of fly tip at the moment? It's getting worse. Leave in the comments what you think. Remember, like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you all next week.